Seconds Out, Ayman Khan in Telford with the one and only, the surgeon, Ben Whittaker, KO Ken Ben, as I like to call him. Ben, good to see you. Only a stone's throw away from our hometown in the Midlands as well. What brings you here?
Like you said, simply that. I was playing Call of Duty, eating a nice Jamaican meal, and my dad said, "Get your clothes on, man, go watch the boxing." I was like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're here. Boxing's my job, boxing's my love, so it's good to see some boxing. But doing all these damn interviews, I'm missing all the boxing, do you know what I mean? So, but it's part of the game,
So right, Ben, I appreciate you giving me some of your time. Ben, I saw online you got a little bit of an injury. What can you tell us about that, and how does it affect your career? Are you going to be out maybe towards the start of next year?
Yeah, it's a bit of a nuisance. I had the injury before the debut, actually. But like I said, I just wanted to get out there, did the debut, went on holiday, finished off my tattoo, then the opportunity of the Joshua Usyk fight come up, and I didn't want to turn it down. Looking back now, I probably should have turned it down, because first things first, I thought when they were setting up the ring, there's nobody there, so it was pointless. But but like I said, it was a good experience, got the win, and we move on now. But February should be the day I should be back, to be fair.
What sort of opponent are you looking at? You're 2-0, looking to get 3-0, but people want to see you in big fights as soon as possible because of how touted you are, how talented you are. So do you have a sort of level in mind?
I don't really mind, to be fair. Like I said, people are chucking out all these names. I'll take anybody. Like I said, they put a couple of names in that second fight, and there was like people like 10-1 and some people like 12-12, and then the 6-0 guy was there. I said, give me the 6-0, man, he's undefeated. And that's what I want. I want live opponents. I want opponents that are going to fight me properly, because it makes me more interested, it makes me work hard, and makes me learn things, where I don't want just these people that are going to tuck up and I can beat them up, because down the line you'll get found out, do you know what I mean? So more learning fights, more competitive fights is better for me.
And we've just witnessed, but you haven't, unfortunately, Yarde getting the win there, shaking off some rust before he takes on Artur Beterbiev. That fight with Beterbiev, in your mind, if Anthony Yarde is to beat him, how does he do it?
You know, I'd be buzzing for him, like I said, because he's a British fighter and he brings the belts to Britain and bigger fights. It is a tough ask, man. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it. 18 fights, 18 knockouts. That's what you call a real record. But he's been hurt before. That people are forgetting that. He's been hurt before, like twice or three times. He's touched the canvas. And me as a fighter watching that, if I was a Yarde right now, I go, you know what? He's been hurt before. I can punch. You know what I mean? It's a puncher's chance. Let me have him. But on the other side, we've seen Yarde blow out a couple of times, and I think that's where Beterbiev will get on top. So if I was a Yarde, straight from the first bout, like, you know, put it on him and show him that there's no respect, and I think that would slow down Beterbiev then Yarde can pick it at his pace. But it's all good and well me being a damn boxing pundit. It's different in there, you know what I mean? When you take one shot, it can change things, and a lot of emotion involved. It's completely different, you know what I mean? So,
and there's a lot of talent in the light heavyweight division, especially here domestically, looking to push on to world honours. How many fights do you think you'll have had with the domestic fighters in the country before you get to world level? Would you want at least one of them?
Yeah, you know, because the domestic fights, they're good. They bring the British fans out, and it's fights that I grew up watching. You know what I mean? The little needle in the middle of the things. I like it. You know what I mean? It builds up a fight, but I'm here for world honours, so the faster the better. But that's what I've got my team around me for, to get the right fights at the right time, and all I can do is just beat who's in front of me.
And a few more questions for me. Sugarhill in the UK?
Yeah, he's in Morecambe. He's training Tyson. I'm going to go and see him this week and just catch up and just talk things, not boxing for once, catch up and just eat some rubbish and, you know, just talk a bit of stuff. That's what I like about him. He's not just a coach, he's like a father figure, so it's good.
Lots to talk about that Fury Chisora 3 fight, some criticism. What do you make of it? Do you think Chisora, of the 3 fights we'll see of Chisora, it'll be the best form we'll see of him?
At the end of the day, it's heavyweight boxing, so one shot can change the fight, but I just think Tyson's at the point of his career now where he can pick the fights. He's had to fight the Wilders in his country, the Klitschko's in his country. He's the man to say what he wants to do now. So he said, give me Chisora for this much money, and that's it. That's happened. So he can do that now.
And final thing I want to get your thoughts on. AJ has said that he's going to be a free spirit and he's going to take he's going to pick the brains of a number of coaches. What do you think of that approach? And Sugarhill, he's going to pick the brains of Sugarhill, maybe?
He probably could pick the brains of a Sugarhill, but it'd be a bit weird because of Fury. But at the end of the day, one thing I like about AJ, he's got that mind where he wants to explore, learn new things, and I think that's great to be the position he is, still wanting to learn more. But It's down to him, man. I've got a nice, stable coaching staff. He's just a bit all over the place, but hopefully he finds that home where he can call his home, and he can just build from there.
You got your first win in Warzone 2.0 yet?
You know what? Don't bring that up, man. we got to the last 3, and my boy started fumbling it and flapping it and messing around. You know what I mean? But we get in there. I think by the end of the year we'll have a couple wins under our belt. You know what I mean? We're recruiting players as well, so you know what I mean, get on my DM. We need some strong players. No less than 5 kills a game.
Are you on PC?
Oh, are you on PC? Yeah. That's when you know you're a real gamer. I'm a PS5, you know what I mean? I can't be dealing with no PC, you know what I mean? But I was speaking to one man there, one of the interview guys, and he said, oh yeah, I've got a gold riot shield. I said, oh, you're a noob there, man. A noob, man. Riot shield and grenades. That's, know what I mean? But yeah, that's me right now. Call of Duty, FIFA. Sharpen up my tools for when I'm back, you know what I mean?
Pleasure speaking to you. Looking forward to seeing you back in the ring. Thanks for speaking to Seconds Out. Appreciate you. Cheers. Got the new God of War?
Say again. Nah, I heard that sick.
Oh, okay. Have you played the first one?
No, I haven't played it.
Play the
Is it
first
sick?
one. Play the first one, then go. Yeah.